And we have the Lowe's Black Friday Christmas gift zone set up here already at this particular Lowe's. This is the Lowe's in Coral Springs, Florida. So let's take a look real quickly at just some of the key items that they've got here. And then, of course, on the DWS 780, this is the one that everybody likes to get because it's their top-of-the-line corded miter saw that has that cut line system. It's a really nice little white light that it shines down, makes you a nice line, perfect line for when you're cutting. So they did have these at $5.99 before, so these are down to $5.49 right now. But I always tell people, hold out until the Black Friday weekend, because oftentimes on Black Friday weekend, Lowe's throws in these extra deals on you, like a free miter stand or something like that. So those are the things you want to keep your eye out for. I will put a link down in the video description below for you for this one, because this is the one, this is their high-end job site table saw that everybody wants to get. And so these were always like $600 and above here. So now they got them down to $549. So you're essentially $100 off right now. And that's pretty much as low as you're ever going to see. And as we look down the miter saw aisle and the table saws, I don't see any deals yet. So we're going to see if they introduce more deals as we get closer to Black Friday. I will tell you that if you'd want a pretty good deal that's not that bad, you got a 12-inch Metabo right here. And this one has the exact cut with the LED. And this Metabo miter saw has a new lower price of $279, down from $329. And here's another DeWalt deal that just started last week that if you weren't paying attention, you'd probably walk right past it, because all they have is this sign. There's no poster or anything up. But if you buy their 20-volt max 4-pack of the batteries, you can get one 20-volt tool free. Now this lasts until January 22nd. But they don't even have anything set up for it yet. And the batteries are probably kept under lock and key anyways. Lowe's is still rolling out more of the buy one get one free Black Friday tool deals, and as they add more of them and put up more of the displays, I will update you with them in future videos. And starting off with the DeWalt, we have for $14.98. This is the 27-piece tough grip drilling and fastening set. What I like about little kits like this is I like it when you can get a few drill bits in with the rest of your bits. Because I get frustrated a lot looking through all of my toolboxes. Whenever I need drill bits, I can never seem to find them. I always pull up cases that just have these bits in them. So to get it with both in there, this is nice. And then don't forget you have the transparent cover too, so it's easy to spot what's in there. And then for $15.98, down $4, we've got here the 10-piece wood and metal reciprocating saw blade set. So I like that here. See, you got the metal one right there. It's got the finer teeth on them. So this kit will also help you cut metal. And this here will cut the wood. And I like how they give you different lengths of the metal and the wood cutting blades as well. And a nice plastic storage case there. See that? So $4 off, $15.98. And another kit that I like here, this, because it has so many pieces in it. This is a 100-piece flex torque fastening kit set. And so this is $39.98, down from $44.98. Now the other cool thing about this that many people don't know is that since these are made by Stanley Black & Decker, who also owns the Craftsman and the VersaStack tools, these will clip on to the VersaStack boxes. For example, here's a VersaStack rolling toolbox, see? And it clips right on there. See how you got the side clips there? So a lot of people are unaware of that. If you also have VersaStack, these will clip on there for you perfectly. Now this one here I think is the ultimate score bargain here right now, because here you have 110 pieces total of your DeWalt driver bits and drill bits and all of that. And look at this, this is down to $25.98 from $49.98. So this one I think here gives you the most bang for the buck. And then also from DeWalt we have the 2-blade kit. So these are your 10-inch blades, okay, for your miter saw. So you have 60 tooth and then you have 40 tooth. So the 60 tooth would be for making finer cuts on, say, wood plank flooring. And then your 40 tooth, you could also use it too for like your end piece cuts. And even though for studs we typically prefer to use 24 teeth because they'll cut through quicker, you can still use the 40 tooth, and it will give you a real clean cut when you're cutting stud wood. And these are $49.98. Yeah, these are $49.98, down from $59. We've seen these go down to like $39.98 once they're discounting everything and clearing them out, getting rid of the whole gift zone here in January. Okay, and then starting off with Craftsman, we already started off right off the bat with some stellar deals. So just remember, for tool storage, this is always the best time of year to get your tool storage. Don't do it in the middle of the year unless it's on sale. So right now you can see they dropped the trade stack down to $149 from $199. It's usually sitting here at $199 all year long every time I walk in here, and I never see them sell any. But this is the time that they drop in price. The lowest we've ever seen this go is $129. And then of course the Versa stack at $99, down from $129. Now Lowe's is just now starting to put up some of the displays, but they haven't rolled out the big posters yet to really grab your attention. So what you have to do is look for these little signs to find out where your buy one get ones are. So right now here on their brush list, this is their RP series. This is the top of the line of the Craftsman series. So the way this buy one get one free deal works is if you buy this 2-tool starter kit, right? If you buy this 2-battery starter kit with a 4 amp hour and a 2 amp hour and a charger, and it looks like it's being clearance right now anyway at $79, so I don't know if you'll still be able to get the buy one get one on it. But if you buy this, you get to choose one of any of these other tools here from the RP line. That includes, you know, the more popular ones that people want to get their hands on, like the router, you know, your drill driver, your impact driver, and of course the jigsaws are always very popular ones to get their hands on. These are the two workhorse kits that you only see Lowe's run here at Black Friday. We see this deal every year. I've seen it every year here for the past 5 years. So this is your 1/2-inch cordless drill driver kit. So comes with a battery and a charger. Okay, and $59. That's usually their doorbuster deals right here. Because to get all of that with a battery and a charger and a drill driver for $59, incredible deal. And they also have the same deal going on the 1/4-inch impact. That's that same $59. So again, I'll put links to these down in the video description below for you, or on the View Products button on the lower left part of the screen for you. If I can get them to go in there. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. Oh yes, my favorite, folks. We got our $99 deals are back from Craftsman. This one right here is my favorite deal. I got this deal probably 4 years ago as a doorbuster on Black Friday when it was a 212 piece, I think. It's either 212 or 216. But these are $99. So what's great about this is, see, you're getting 3 drawers on this thing, and you're getting a 1/4-inch drive ratchet, a 3/8-inch drive ratchet, and a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, and of course their respective sockets that go with it. So a great overall set to have here for $99. And as you can see here, this is also VersaStack friendly, so this will go right on top of your VersaStack boxes if you use those. Or you can put that DeWalt kit that I showed you earlier right on top of this as well. And by the way, another little secret I bet you didn't know, on the side of these, on the side here, you can also clip on those smaller DeWalt drill accessory kits, like the drill kits and the drill bit drivers. All of those can go in there too. Will it fit? But this is also that same type thing, and it's that VersaStack width, and it's got the receptor there for the latches, and you latch that side. Then you latch this side here like this. And look at this, man. You are wrapped in yellow.
Chad. Whoa! No!
And also for $99, you can get the kit that has the impact driver and the drill driver. And of course, you get 2 batteries and a charger and a bag. So this is more cost effective, I think, than buying the other 2 kits I showed you earlier, unless you just need to get only the drill driver or only the impact driver. And then lastly here we have the 6-gallon PNK compressor down to $99 from $169. Now a couple of times a year they'll put this compressor on sale, so that's why I think it's foolish any other time of the year to come in and pay that full $169 when if you can just be patient for Black Friday And then here you can see a Lowe's just came aggressively out of the gate again on the metal sawhorses. So these were already down to $14.98, and they're already selling these things like crazy. They've already sold 2, 4, 6, 7 of these, and they must have just put this out the other day. And then here, when you're getting Craftsman, anytime you can come in here and get the brushless RP series, this is their premium drill. So these are the ones I would try to get, and get them when they're on sale or when they're on clearance. And in this case here, we've got this one. And in this case, what's really cool is, remember, this is a hammer drill. This is not just a regular drill driver. This is a hammer drill, so you can drill into concrete with this one. And you can even get the little blades and stuff on there too for that. For getting this $69 on clearance, that's a pretty good deal. I haven't never seen a hammer drill that low in price from any manufacturer. And they've also got their multi-purpose inflator. This is tool only, so you already have to have your own V20 batteries. But $79 is a pretty decent price for this. If you go over to Home Depot and you look at if you go over to Home Depot, you'll see they're a lot higher in price for the DeWalt versions and the Milwaukee versions. And then this is always a favorite from people. This is the 3-drawer toolbox here, the 20-inch toolbox. That's what it looks like there. And they've already started it down at the lower price at $49.98. Usually when I walk in here, I see this thing in the $60 range. So they started it right off the bat already on sale here. And here we are still in October. And by the way, folks, your VersaStack tower down to $99 from $129. So right off the bat, I'm already seeing good deals. And, you know, a lot of people come in here and get this 30-gallon, the VersaStack chest. So this is rolling, and you can store all of your VersaStack components on top, too. They click on, and it's already $20 off. Now, this is what I like here. This is that V-Series. It's got the 30% longer life versus snap-on. I like this kit right here, too, which is nice. The set of the 4 flexible ratchet set. So look at this. So it says your choice of $59.98. You can choose any one of these 3 kits. So here's one of them. And if that's right, man, they're saying this thing was $170. Now, I don't know if that means if you were to buy them separately, but these are really nice because, see, these are flexible heads. The 3 on the right are flexible, and the one on the left is solid, or as they call it, the enclosed head. But what's really nice is see how these 2 smaller ones are really short for getting into those tight spaces when you're working on your engine. Love this. Love these. And then if you want some really longer ones for more torque power here, for more loosening and tightening power, you can get this other set here. So you got a 1/4-inch drive, a 3/8-inch drive, and a 1/2-inch drive. Now they haven't filled up the display with the rest of these components yet, but you can see here what they have. You can choose here for $19.98. You can get a 13-piece 1/2-inch drive, or you can get a 13-piece metric, or you can get this right here. This is the 18-piece 3-in-1 ratcheting screwdriver set. Now I get people asking me a lot about ratcheting screwdrivers, and here's your chance to grab one here. And I like how they give you these 2 longer bits that you can use also, and they're double-ended. So there's a driving bit on each end, which is nice, and then you get your little turrets there that you can load in. So choose your poison. $19.98. Man, one of your unbelievable bargains here is this 47-piece screw driving bit set. It even has some of your socket driving stuff as well. And look at this, man, for $9.98, already 50% off there. If you just need a couple of cheap kits to throw into several of your different toolboxes, I like to have something like this in every one of my toolboxes so that I'm never finding myself without driving bits. Okay, now I can feel that these are not as good as my Kleins, but heck, for $7.98, man, how wrong can you go with these? For guys that, you know, just handyman and doesn't really have a lot of money, but you just need to have the diagonal cutters here for wiring. And look, even their version of a channel lock plier right here, 8 inches, $7.98. Every Black Friday and Christmas season, Lowe's usually puts this 105-piece kit on sale here. Very standard. It's a 72 teeth, so it should give you 5-degree arc swing. And they always bring it down at $69.98 from the normal $99 price. So this is a good middle-of-the-line workhorse kit for most people. And so I've noticed, too, that Lowe's is going really over the top now with this new V-Series. And so now you can get these ratchets You can pick your choice, $19.98, and there's your normal price on them. See, $39, $44. So there's different ones that you can get here, and they're the flex head as well. This one here is a 3/8" drive flex head, or you can get the smaller kind of stubby-ish 1/4" drive. Or how about for $39.98, you can get just a small little kit here, a 1/4". So this is mostly just hand strength operated, and you got the small 1/4" drive ratchet in there as well. And look, even a joint. And for somebody that doesn't need a large kit and just has a small space, like maybe to put in your trunk or something, here's a good 3/8" kit that you can also choose from that Mechanics tool set deal right there. And yes, folks, if you can believe it, we have OPE tool deals going on here at Black Friday Christmas time at Lowe's. This is the Ego 16" chainsaw. This one here, this deal is good until actually only the end of October. It's down to $219 from $249. You're never going to see a huge discount on some of the OPE tools like this, especially from Ego. You're likely to see, $20, $30 off, sometimes $40. And then here you got the handheld blower. This is the cordless blower, 660 CFM, nice and powerful, pretty good in the range of where you want it to be, and $20 off down to $269. Oh yes. And now you've got the big boys, Jorgensen toys. These are the massive, these things weigh a ton, man. And these guys will hold 1,500 pounds. So these are down to $34.98 from $47.98. So it looks like this year they came aggressively right out of the gate, because in the past the Jorgensen didn't really only start out at a decent price, and sometimes you'd see them drop when they go on clearance in January. 48" bar clamp, and it also has 1,500 pounds of clamping force. So when you really need something to not move while you're drilling into it, that's what you get. And then, let me see, they don't have it here on the display, but they also have the 24" one. And then, of course, every year, Lowe's always gets in these Jorgensen clamps, or Jorgensen, I always pronounce them wrong. But this is a nice one. I haven't seen this one in here before. This is the smaller one, the 4" bar clamp. $7.98, and this looks like it's really made quite well. That's a heavy little booger for what it is. Yeah, this is really nice. And Lowe's has this complemented with the 24" bar clamp, the much bigger one here, for $21.98. Now, for those of you doing cabinets, this is your preferred type of clamp right here, because you always want to make sure that you see stuff like this, 600 pounds of clamping pressure. Because when you tie two cabinets together side by side and you go to screw them together there, you don't want them shifting, and then you get lippage between the two cabinet boxes there. So this will keep those things from sliding sideways. And also, Bosch Tools has a deal going where if you buy the 2-pack of the 4-amp-hour batteries with the starter kit, you can get one select 18-volt tool for free. So again, they don't really have them set up here yet, but the sign is out here. Here's another subtle example of a buy one get one free tool deal that they're doing here with Kobalt. So here, if you buy the 4-tool combo kit, which I don't even see anywhere here on our shelf, you'll get 2 free 24-volt tools. Now this deal just started a few days ago on the 17th, and it runs until January 22nd. But undoubtedly, you'd be able to choose from one of these tools here as your free tool when you buy that battery kit. Okay, so now here with all of the Kobalt tools in the gift zone, we have the 2-amp-hour battery right here is $19.98. So this is down from $39.98. And if you want to buy the charger separately, you can pay $29.98 for it. See, and here's the charger. Now this is good for people that just want to acquire a battery and another charger without having to buy a buy one get one tool deal or something like that. But typically I always try to acquire my batteries as part of buy one get one free deals. But with these prices this low, just to score a quickie 2-amp-hour battery, this should be good for most people. Now this is something everybody should have. I just happen to have one from DeWalt that I got at Home Depot a few years ago. But this is your 3-piece wood chisel set. So if you're ever doing anything, especially with trying to repair doors that aren't closing right, or hinges that need to be set a little deeper, this is invaluable. This is what you need to get your job done. Don't do it with screwdrivers and banging it with a hammer. This is much more efficient. So these are down to $14.98 already from $20. So to get these 3 tools for that price, that's a nice score right there. This is a great stocking stuffer for Dad. And I'm always buying these things, either from Kobalt or the Empire ones over at Home Depot. I like the Empire ones at Home Depot better because see how you got the yellow liquid in there? The ones at Home Depot from Empire have like a bluish liquid, which I think is easier to read when it's dark. But anyway, to get these for $7.98, that's a pretty good score. I'm usually going through a few of these each year because whenever I do tiling, and I use these in the tiling, they'll get messed up with the concrete after a while, and you just chuck them. Now, Lowe's always goes real crazy every Christmas with these little mini toolboxes here. So they have pink ones, you got silver, you got black and blue, and these always sell really well. These are very popular. And at $19.98, you can see why. And continuing on with the Kobalt tool deals here in the gift zone, I like this one right here. This is that area light. So you do have to have your Kobalt batteries on it. This is tool only. But look at that price, $39 down from $69. And look, you can get a 4 amp hour battery marked down to $39. Now, before you laugh at this, I know this is one of those little tiny blowers. This is not really meant for doing your leads and stuff. It could probably be. I don't know how strong it is. But these I use on my miter saws and the table saws to blow the sawdust off. I keep one of these right next to the saw whenever I'm working. And besides, where else are you going to get a blower for $39? And like I showed you before, why do you want to get a 2 amp hour battery for that cost when you can get one with a charger for $39? And this is the one you want to get. And this right here is a marriage saver, folks, because when the wife is complaining, I'm telling you, the AC's not working, it's not working, all you do is you whip this thing out and you measure the temperature coming out of the vent for $24.98, and you can prove her wrong that it is working. And this is probably one of the most cost-effective hand tool kits you'll ever find. They do this every year here at Black Friday and Christmas time here at Lowe's. And this is that Kobalt 5-piece plier set. So it's got everything you want. It's got the cutters, the needle nose pliers, the channel locks, the lineman pliers, and then the regular pliers. You can't go wrong with this set. At $19.98, down from $29.98. And then, we were talking about the screwdrivers before. This one I like because it's a 4-volt, 280 RPM, and you recharge it with a USB-C, which is nice. So it comes with the cord there, comes with a few bits, and your little 4-volt spinning drive. It's a 23-piece kit for $19.98. Okay. Now this kit, I bought this a couple of years ago at Black Friday. I don't think I paid that much. I'm pretty sure I got it when it was clearancing out and the price was even lower. But even then, man, even at $45 to get all of these pieces in there is an incredible. You have 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch drives. You've got the joint sockets right there, the universal elbow joints. And they're bringing all these deals back again this year. This is a real good one. I like this one. I bought this one last year. And I like it because it's so hard to find a wrench that goes above 1 inch. Oh, they have one here that goes up to 1 3/4. The other one goes to 1 3/16. And then, of course, your standard 15/16. So this is really nice here to get this for $14.98. All 3 of these, normally $24. And again, I don't even know how they're making any money on this, man. The exclusive 3-piece locking plier set. This one's also $14.98. It's got to be some illegal child labor somewhere making these. And check this out. I like this little kit. I think I might get this one. So this right here is an exclusive 2-piece mini plier set with the dipped handles. See that? This is tiny little boogers here for getting into those really tight spaces. So $14.98 on this one. And again, I'll put a link to this below if I can find it. Now, Lowe's has set up some Klein tools displays too, but I need to really dig into these models to see whether they're they're really the ones I want to get, or if they should be higher level model. But here you got the two-piece kit. This is a quintessential for anybody doing electrical work. You have your lineman's pliers right there on the back, the blue handle, and then this red handle diagonal. Now I need to get these because my older diagonals have, they're rusty and everything, and I just want to get some new ones. And so we'll see, but yeah, $49.98. It says a $64 value. I don't know that these are on sale because unless they say how much it's off, you really don't know. But certainly this is still a great kit. Keep in mind, Klein tools are always a little bit more money. And certainly every electrician should have this in their bag too. This is a 6-piece insulated screwdriver set. And I like how they're coated on there so you can tell whether it's Phillips head or flat head. And so you can see they're insulated. You have all plastic there until you get to the very tip. So that should prevent you from getting shocked. And not that I would try to work on anything that's alive anyhow, but you just never know. And it's 1,000 volt rated. And then of course, if you want the Klein storage boxes, which I've always felt they were priced way high for their bridges. I mean, let's face it, folks. All of these are made by the same company, probably Keter over in Israel. So it doesn't matter who you get them from. They're all good boxes. But if you buy the tower, they took $50 off down to $249. And then you can see they also have the mod box. This is their hybrid box. So what's cool about these are of course sealed from the water. You can see the orange gasket. And they have all sorts of modular inputs, so you can change the whole inside of it around to suit your needs. These are down to $69.98. But if you're really serious about upgrading your electrical tools, you'll want to get the 3-piece kit, because this one now includes the Klein stripper, the wire stripper in there as well. And then over here at Metabo Central, if you're looking to buy any of these kits here, these are the pneumatic nailer kits, you can get a free driver. Now we've showed you this before. I don't know when this deal is going to end. I don't see an expiration on here at the present time. But if you pay $2.99 or $3.19 or $3.16 for these kits, then you can get this impact driver as well. That's the triple hammer bolt. And what's cool is, unlike most other buy one get one free tool deals, is the free tool is already in there. See, so there's your impact driver. It's already in the entire kit there. And I just pissed off the green turtle. I have a love-hate relationship with these green turtles. So they all have it, you can see already in the box. Again, another one of these subtle sales that you have to just look for the sign because they don't have posters up would be on these Skil. So if you buy their battery starter kit, you get to choose any one of these other 12-volt tools. And I don't see any Black Friday ladder deals right now, but keep your eye out because usually on Black Friday itself, on that morning, Lowe's comes out with that Black Friday flyer that lasts only that weekend that has all the ladder deals in it. They also have all of their wreaths and all the different types of garlands. So I find every year that usually Lowe's and Hobby Lobby have the best wreaths. And this is probably the biggest high-end inflatable they have this year for $498. It's the Abominable Snowman. This was a nice one, man. Holy cow. This one I definitely would have had on my front yard back in the day. So this is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Animated Bumble. This tower's 9.75 feet tall. And what's nice about this is it has that realistic fur all over the place on there. Oh, this thing is incredible. Now, I'm not as happy with the Christmas trees this year as I was in previous years because they've switched to a lot of the larger light bulbs again from the mini LEDs. See, so some of these have these larger bulbs, which I've never been a fan of those. And they've switched back up to the what we call the mini lights. From those super tiny little LEDs that we used to see. And then in terms of your outdoor displays, so I like this one here with the ornaments and the gifts. It's a little pricey though, but unfortunately that's just the way things have been the last couple of years with outdoor Christmas decorations. But at least these are sort of one of a kind. You don't see them on everybody's lawn. And same here with the penguins at $129. and the snowman at $99.98, but I prefer the one at Costco better. It comes with a family of 4 snowmen over at Costco. Theirs was much nicer. But this is where Lowe's really excels here, folks, because look at all of this outdoor neon. These are really LED rope lights, but they just look like neon. And back in the day when I was doing that massive display at my house with 60,000 lights and synchronized to music, this would have been, I would have had every single one of these out on my lawn, because I used to come in and buy all of these big ticket items like these. And just look at this deer, the reindeer, the LED reindeer for $198. These are just totally beautiful. And then you've got the Santa over here, same thing, for $198. He's 6 feet tall. And then, as you know, every year Lowe's usually has the exclusive on the Disney stuff. Showing you real quickly what they've got up here. Everything ranges from $79 up to $199. And here's Mickey and Minnie in their little car there, and that's $139. That's that one right there. And just to let you folks know, there is still some Halloween stuff left over. This is the time to come in and get your clearance items. So look at this. You got this giant tombstone here, which they normally charged $149 for. But look, for clearance, it's all the way down to $37.22. So most of the clearance items you see here are 50% off. Don't fear the reapers. And so like things like this here, if you were holding out on some of these, sitting on the fence waiting, well look, here's your chance now. Because look, some of these have really dropped down in price. And of course I think their original prices were a little steep, but you know, to get them at this price, that's pretty good. This one back here is $171, down from $229. And then of course you have all your Addams Family, and everything else here is pretty much marked down 50%. And I also noticed this year that Lowe's has brought out a bunch of the skinnier trees too. For those of you that don't have much room, like you have a smaller apartment. And here's a nice one here too. The Mickey Mouse is $299. It's an animatronic, 7 feet tall. And this is probably the best score in here if you want just a small tree. Here's a little 5-foot flocked Briston tree. And it's multicolor, so it can be, you know, white or multicolors. $69.98, folks. And then these 2 trees are sort of okay. They look realistic with the snow on them. This one has a little bit kind of, I don't like the big C7 lights on there. It's got the snow cones, and you can change colors as well. And probably their premier inflatable at Lowe's here for this Christmas in 2024 is, look at that, the Grinch with Max up there, standing there. That's one inflatable, and then the arch behind him is a separate one, and it looks like the entrance to Whoville, and you can see like the Grinch Lane sign built onto it, and then you can see the Grinch there with Cindy Lou. So that one right there you can see is $199, and then the Grinch with the Max is $129.